Does Aroundight Forest have enemies in it? The enemy radar should be working in this region, right?
Whoa! We're in Gramps' domain! Gramps' domain is pretty strong.
Indeed.
Red rosemary. Fine. What is that thing? I think there would be some thing we could do with it. Look at all these minerals. That seems like it's something we should be able to get skits for. Drop bottle. Red saffron. Elixir. Aroundight stag beetle.
Huh? Unbelievable.
What's wrong?
Shh, it's nothing. Keep still.
Whoa, check out that beetle!
Be quiet! Don't you know what that is?
What is it?
An Aroundight stag beetle.
Is that good?
It's incredibly rare. Atlas beetles die within a year, but stag beetles can survive the winter months with a typical lifespan of 3 years. This one in particular has remarkable tolerance to cold. It can be packed in snow on all sides and still not freeze to death. Some have been known to last for over a decade. They were thought to have gone extinct 100 years ago or so. I've only heard them whispered in legend before today.
Whoa, neat! The phantom beetle!
Understand? So be quiet.
Right. Don't want it to get away. It already did, while Deza was blabbing on and on about it.
It what?
Not that I can blame it.
But it's still there, didn't get away at all.
I just followed the recipe. Should be fine.
Arcane bottle times 2. Edible mushrooms and toxic mushrooms.
Mushrooms! Are they safe to eat?
The ones closest to you are okay, but stay away from the ones in the back.
You got it.
Wow. How do you know all that?
It's just common knowledge.
This forest, it's so rich and abundant with life.
Yeah, that's the power of Gramps' blessed domain.
Oh, so it's Gramps' domain that makes it feel this way?
It's a sizable amount of power. Even among high-ranking Seraphim, there are very few on his level.
That's Gramps for you. Anyone comes by who's up to no good, they get zapped in the butt with lightning. Pow!
He can wield lightning?
Yep, he lights up the sky like fireworks. I sure remember fireworks when it came to him and you. Well, figuratively.
Oh, and that explains all the mushrooms.
Huh?
Oh, right! Where Monday's lightning strikes the ground, Tuesday's mushrooms will be found.
Aha! So we have Sorey to thank for this harvest. Hey! No, it wasn't like that.
Penetrate. Got any equipment with open skills? I can make it nice and pretty. Okay. This will fix it good. If you need more, just summon me to Lord of Land. A gold chest, of course. Sorry, what's up? I think Gramps is at his house. Why don't we pay him a visit? That changed.
Gramps! How are you?
You stupid brats!
Whoa, what's this all about?
Don't you have something to say to me first? I don't remember raising a fool.
I'm sorry for leaving without telling you. It's good to be home.
Nice to meet you. My name is Rose.
Well, in any case, I'm glad to see you're safe. The Lady Squire is welcome here as well.
You can tell that I'm a squire?
Of course I can. Sorey became the shepherd, Mikleo is now a sublord, correct? Which would mean that the Prime Lord is the Lady of the Lake, then.
It has been a long time, Sir Zenrus.
You don't have to say anything. History repeats itself. It makes the world go round.
True, but I still want to believe in them, and believe that they can bring forth a new future.
Well, I'm glad you've all found such a nice Prime Lord. Hey, by the way, did my pipe come in handy?
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about the pipe, as long as it was useful to you.
I still have it, don't I? I buy it
I'll
back.
give it back. I don't need it anymore.
Keep it for yourself.
Really, I'm okay. You know, I've grown up a lot through this journey.
Bratty as ever, aren't you? Please, take this with you.
Thanks, Gramps.
No. I should be the one thanking you.
Got Elixir. Hey, it looks like the time away has made you a little cocky. Heard anything about Ladylake recently?
Sorey, why don't we take a little break here?
Are you tired?
No, but it's a good idea to take a solid break to rejuvenate the soul. Totes, let's do it.
Sure. I did want to chat with everyone in Elysia, too.
All right, we'll meet up later.
Maybe I'm seeing you in a different light now you're a shepherd, but I must say you look all grown up. Meanwhile, Mikleo looks much the same as ever. Sorey the shepherd and Mikleo the sublord. Well. It's amazing how it all seemed to come about so naturally. Do you get to see all those amazing sounding places written about in the Celestial Record? The Vivia Subterranean Aqueduct in Marlind. Oh, and how about the Pendrago Shrine Church? Listening to you jabber on about them sure has rubbed off on me. I think you two were about 5 years old when you first went inside the Mabinoggio ruins. Well, I mean, I could say when, but actually you two got lost and couldn't find a way out. We all formed a search party and went to look for you. Then, before we knew it, you two were using the ruins as your own private playground. How quick you two grew up. It almost brings tears to my eyes. I bet you think it's strange that we Seraphim all live in houses just like humans, right? Well, at first it was just to teach you how it is that humans live, but then before we knew it, we all gotten used to it and decided we rather liked it. Now I'm getting it. I think I've started to understand how Sorey was raised so pure of heart. So Mikleo was self-conscious about it, huh? Gosh, it brings tears to your eyes, doesn't it? You know why Mikleo chose to stop his weapon? Well, let me tell you, he's trying to make sure he can outreach you. Just think about how many prickle boars there will be without you around to hunt them, Sorey. If we don't watch out, Elysia will become known as Prickle Boar Forest in no time at all. Endless disasters are not the only thing the land below faces. Apparently they're on the brink of war as well. Forgive me saying this, Sorey, but I can't help but feel humans are more trouble than they're worth. No ghost writing this around, but Ladylake sure is beautiful, isn't she? When you reach the land below, you realize how pure and free of malevolence Elysia really is, right? But you know, there was a time when malevolence began creeping in even here. We managed to deal with it in the end, but still. Well, what I'm trying to get at is, I sure hope things remain peaceful here. Guess I'll just have to face up to Mason's step, won't I? If I let eat away at me, I might turn into a Hellion, and the last thing I want is to be a burden on you, Sorey. Me, Gramps or something? He went off with Lila in the direction of the ruins. It's hardly got a lot going for this place. Still, the breeze here sure is pleasant.
I wonder where Mikleo and Lila went. What are you doing, Mikleo? Shh.
I see. Just as I thought, they...
Come on. Wait.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't aware of it and made the pact.
No. It was of their own decision that they made the pact with you. What they make of it will be up to them.
I'll support them with all I have, so that we won't repeat the same mistake.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could do for the previous shepherd.
Perhaps. But sometimes I can't help but wonder. Surely I could have done more than I did back then.
Everything is tied to their fate, and their fates are yet intertwined.
Yes. Thanks to you, Sir Zenrus.
No, you and those kids forged that bond. My role in this is done. All I can do now is worry about them.
There are times when things go awry, but their purity and virtue gives me hope. I want to accompany them on their journey. This time, there will be no regrets.
I see. Perhaps this is also how humans and Seraphim should coexist as a whole.
I'm glad I was able to talk to you.
And I with you. Please, take care of them.
Weren't they just talking about us? Looks like it. Why don't we ask? Mikleo. I guess we shouldn't eavesdrop on their conversation. If Gramps has something to tell us, he'll tell us straight up. Yeah, same with Lila.
What I said before, just forget, okay? Leaving now? I won't stop you. It's your life and you must live it as you will. Let's head out. Yes.
Lila, how did you know Gramps?
Is Zenrus his real name?
Yep. No one calls him that in Elysia, though.
I've met him before. Just once.
Weren't you guys having some sort of serious conversation? What was that?
A cheeky chimp chucked cheap chocolate chips in the cheap chocolate chip shop!
This again?
Since when did you know that Sorey and Mikleo were the old man's family?
Red leather, blue leather, yellow leather. Red leather, blue leather, yellow leather!
Come on, just tell us.
I don't need to know. Gramps wouldn't do anything to harm us. I'm sure. But if we did something wrong, there'd be no telling how much hell we'd catch.
So you trust him?
Yep. As much as I trust Lila.
Yeah, this tastes even better than usual today. The eating.
That's a whole bunch of Norman we found.
Yes, an abnormal amount.
But I gotta say, their abilities really are helpful. Why does everyone leave them alone? Yeah, you'd think there would be droves of Seraphim asking for their help.
Long ago, there was in fact an enormous demand for them. They were booked up for months at a time.
So why are they just wandering around now?
One day their leader, well, their leader-ish person, rose up against the extreme work conditions, demanding autonomy for Norman Seraphim, plus a significant raise in wages. He called on the other Norman to join the fight for independence.
A Norman revolt? Were there many casualties?
None. The only one pushing for independence was the leader-ish fellow. The others were simply like,
We don't mind helping, but it'd be real sweet if we could get maybe a 300-year break between crunch time.
and that was more or less that.
So easy going. But that's Norman for you.
And what happened to the leader?
Well, that's a whole nother...
After a protracted battle with another Seraph, he lost and was never seen again. Or so the story goes.
Huh. So Norman have their own history too.
Lila, I get. But you sure know a lot about Norman, Edna. You really must like them a whole...
I just hear rumors, that's all.
Landon may have led us to victory over Rolance, but it's all but certain he's going to resign his commission as Commander General. Rumor has it he had a nervous breakdown or something. He started attacking everyone around him and had to be restrained. Somehow in the scuffle, he got so badly injured he's no longer fit to serve on the battlefield. If you ask me, this is just yet another part played by Bartlow and his whole cadre. Is that kid from before?
You! Give up! We caught you red-handed!
Darn! That voice.
It's a Hellion!
Purify him.
Yeah,
Don't you have to beat him up to purify him?
You need something, oh great shepherd?
Is it alright if I deal with this boy?
I'm afraid not. The only way to apprehend pickpockets is to catch them in the act.
But he's...
if you do the crime, you do the time. No matter how old you are.
This kid just wasn't ready for real-world consequences.
Hey, mister! Why don't you let Sorey have a talk with him before you take him away? Just a word from the shepherd might steer the kid toward the right path in life. Better than any time in detention.
That would be pointless.
Come on, it won't do any harm. What, you got some problem with Sorey talking to this boy?
I never said that. It would simply be a waste of time.
You said this kid wasn't prepared to deal with the real-world consequences of his crimes. Are you prepared, mister?
What?
I'm part of a merchant crew that travels all over the world. You think I don't know why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
I see. How much do you want?
Don't put me on your level. We Sparrow Feathers value our customers' trust. Sorey, we're taking this guy to jail too.
Like hell you are, you lying brat!
So he's behind the pickpocketing scheme?
You will not lay a finger on her.
Shepherd!
Oh hey, stop! Wait! Sorey!
Go after him.
Okay,
If it ain't one thing.
Sorey, I'll go after them as well.
Please purify that boy.
Shepherd or not, I won't let you obstruct.
Oh, do I have to beat him up?
Guard, leave him alone! Even we can tell something about you stinks! Yeah, what kind of guard are you?
you think we don't know what you're up to when our backs are turned? You dirty crook!
I think we're good here. Let's go after Rose. Yeah, you're right. We're heading after Rose, right?
Okay, grab that saffron.
Phew!
You made it.
Is it over?
Maybe.
If it really bugs you that much, why don't you check up on him?
Well, how would we do that?
Let him lead us home.
Oh, so he wanders and we tail him.
That could work. All right then. Sorey, Rose, you guys hide. I'll go wake him up.
Looks like they've made their decision. Are you okay with this, Lila?
Well, as long as we only follow him.
Now!
Yeah!
Is this a stealth mission? What did I screw up?
Don't you think he'll stop pickpocketing now? We purified him after all.
Not so sure about that. I've heard word of pickpocket gangs.
Oh, really?
We need to find out whether he was doing it on his own or with a group.
Totally not following you. How does he not turn around and look over his shoulder every now and then? Goofy glasses?
What did you mean by you knew why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
The enforcers let him off a lot of the time in exchange for part of the takings. Then, when the guards need to hit their quotas, they round him up anyway. That's probably what that was about.
It's just like in Rolance.
No way.
Yeah, like those bandit kids, they were also being instigated by someone in the army. I just realized Sorey can't actually move that quickly while chasing him.
Look, he's going in.
A noble's manor. It's clearly not his house.
I'm guessing a pickpocket gang then.
And so this must be their base.
Something tells me he's not gonna quit stealing.
Well, crap. Come on, we're not done yet.
Rose, it's unfortunate, but I'm not sure we should...
Lila means that this is just a problem of human society. Right. It might not be something a shepherd should get involved in.
Sorry. If he's doing it by himself, I'd be okay letting him deal with the consequences. But if there's a gang forcing him to steal, it's a completely different story. I gotta check to make sure.
Yeah, I thought so.
I understand. Let's go check it out just in case.
You sure?
But no more than that. Understood? Sorey, Rose, even if you don't intend them to, the powers of the shepherd and the squire can greatly influence human society and the spirits of men. Please don't forget that.
All right.
We'll just watch and see who goes in and out.
Bored.
Who knew that we wouldn't see anything for days on end?
You all can go back to the inn. I'm staying here.
It's okay. Shh, someone's coming out.
It's a bunch of little kids.
Those kids. You think maybe they're not being forced to pickpocket?
We've come this far. Let's see this thing through.
Dezel?
You go follow those brats. I'll go check out the building.
Thanks.
Oh boy. Don't go for anything big, got it? Only money and jewelry and stuff. Are they gonna have anything like that? That shepherd guy did something, and now there's lots more people donating stuff to the sanctuary. Oh cool, that sounds fun. Priests won't be mean to kids, and if there's any real problems, we can always start crying. I'm good at that. Hey, is this really okay? It's okay if you're us and not them.
Is this what kids are like these days?
Dangerous times.
Those kids barely have any malevolence at all.
Children in their brutal honesty can be even crueler than corrupted adults, as you've seen.
And why did that one kid turn to a goblin? Probably from the guilt of doing all this? Dezel, you got a new title? No. Oh, well, he went on ahead, but still.
Hey,
Oh, Dezel. How was it?
the building was completely empty. Those scamps are probably just camping out there.
So then, those kids are acting on their own.
All right, it's snatching time.
Now that we know the score, do we want to report them to the guards and end this whole thing? After all, they're not Hellions.
Report him. There's a decision. It says that no matter the choice, it's not going to change anything. Alright, report them, but maybe if we report them to Elysia, she'll have a better solution.
Let's tell the guards about it, and then put it all behind us. Okay.
I can't do that!
Hey, Rose!
Darn it! What do you want? Look, I never did nothing.
We know all about what you're up to. Fooling the priests into thinking you're helpless orphans and then robbing them blind. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh yeah? You got any proof?
This here is the shepherd. His word is good enough.
That's perjury! False witness!
Princess Elysia and the people of Ladylake all trust Sorey. Because he's been living an honest life. How about you? Will anyone trust your word? Give it up, kid.
What else can we do? The adults all abandoned us. If we want to survive, stealing's our only choice.
Rose, maybe we ought to...
Come on, Sorey. Let's bring them to the guards.
But to think children their age could conceive of such wretched duplicity.
And the other children?
They were all caught by the guards and hauled away.
I see.
Those who commit crimes must be punished, even if they are children. It's the way the world works, but it still pains the heart.
Yeah.
You were great, such a great help with my son, Father. I was panicking a little like crazy when he got injured, I have to say, but he's all cured now. What do we do about you? Wonder if this is due to Uno being around. Yes, I've secured the medicine and food under the pretext of a donation. Yes, I'll send the first thing tomorrow. Yes, of course. Pretext of a donation. Uh-oh. We only recently came to understand the true scope of the tragedy in Marlind. Let's at least offer a prayer for those who didn't make it through. I don't think the Lord of Lance dialogue ever changes, right? Also, there's an iris gem. What the heck?
Hey, isn't this an Earth in Historia?
Oh, that was a donation from someone in the city. It looks rather rare and precious, so we've been unsure whether we should sell it.
Nice! Good call, Mr. Priestman.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
Father Brunor, we're actually collecting these.
You think we could have this? We pay for it, of course.
No, please, that's not necessary. If it's something the shepherd needs on his quest, by all means, please take it. I'm sure the donor would be overjoyed to know that their gift had been some help to the shepherd.
Thank you, Father Brunor.
Purple Iris Gem Doe. Wielding the might of Nautilus, they crushed the Hellion armies. Well, I bet if I had Nautilus, I wouldn't have to restart so many battles against the anomalous orb enemies. I'd be able to one-shot the entire pack.
I never knew there were once so many shepherds, all using their purification powers on Hellions. So the question is, why and how did they disappear?
What do you think?
If the existence of so many shepherds depended on Nautilus, then when Nautilus disappeared, so did all of them.
Isn't it too early to jump to conclusions?
Well, what other possibilities are there?
Maybe humans abandoned their faith in Seraphim to the extent that shepherds just ceased to exist.
Perhaps the large crowd of shepherds we saw was just a historical anomaly.
Maybe only people like Sorey can be shepherds, and there's just fewer nice guys in the world these days.
Huh. So there's plenty of other possibilities. I guess that means we have to keep collecting information.
Yes, if you do that, you will surely arrive at your answer.
The fact that she said it like that means that all of us were off our mark?
Bunch of hopeless delinquents. Those street kids in Ladylake.
Well, if society's abandoned them, I don't know. Is there any other way for them to survive besides a life of crime?
It is a sad era we live in.
Give me a break. If you have to do wrong to trudge onward, you do so knowing the burden of that wrong. You hide that dark shadow within yourself and keep pressing on. Those kids weren't like that. They just went astray.
Hey, don't look at me when you say that.
Rose, so those are the things you have to think about, huh?
I don't think, I just do. Ugh, let's stop talking about this.
You mean you're just spontaneous? That's awesome.
Yes. No matter the circumstances, it's up to each person to decide how she wants to live her life and for what she must be held accountable. But Rose understands that instinctively, without thinking. Very impressive.
Seriously, can we change the subject?
Maybe the experience of abandonment will get those kids to realize the importance of responsibility. Thanks to you guys pointing them in the right direction. I hope so.
Yeah.
If it were that easy, the Age of Chaos would be over already.
Thanks, everyone. I needed that.
You're okay with how it worked out?
It's better than ignoring it and spending the rest of your life wondering. Yeah.
Looks like the whole Marlind affair was a miscalculation. To think it could have been solved so simply. So we can chalk up the fact that we avoided unnecessary losses of victory. That Bartlett does have some smart ideas. Sending the princess to supervise the Grifflet Bridge repairs is mighty clever. Once the repairs are finished, Marlind will hopefully be in a position to recover, and your army will enjoy much more freedom of movement.
Hello. Is Elysia here?
Shouldn't you announce yourself? Or don't you have any respect for this family?
I'm sorry. My name is Sorey.
Sorey? Pardon my rudeness. The princess has spoken highly of you. She's out right now. We're not sure when she'll be back.
Work-related?
Yes. She's going after a suspect who's leaked information to the Rolance Empire. There definitely must be a spy going around, given the timing of their advancements.
Yes, even Elysia was under suspicion for it before.
Wow, the Princess of Highland would go so far as to do that herself?
No, it's supposed to be the military's job, but she's acting by herself. Saying that she had to stop a clash between the two countries.
But isn't she taking it a bit too seriously?
Ever since the Battle of Cleaving, she's been pushing herself so hard.
That's very like her.
I'm worried. She behaves so recklessly when she's alone. She just headed out to Aroundight Forest to gather info about the origin village, Camlon.
Huh. Camlon, you say?
It's the village where the Age of Chaos started, I think. But it's just some legend.
Yes, she heard a rumor there were some clues in the depths of Aroundight Forest and headed out there.
So that's how she came to Elysia. But her hunch was wrong. I've never heard of this origin village from Gramps nor the other villagers. Yeah, I guess that's true. I'll take my leave. Please tell Elysia that I'll come visit again.
Please take good care of Princess Elysia.
I think she's pushing herself as a princess.
Alicia's always been like that. That's exactly why I'm worried.
This place is still marked as a dungeon. That's how evil it is inside. I don't think they'll be very happy to see me. Shepard, the palace is awash with Bartlow's men. You'll be nothing but trouble if you enter now. You'll only cause trouble for Princess Elysia. Please reconsider this course of action. That logos fellow from Marlind must have been wormed his way into the Council's good graces. Ever since the talk of the war started, he's been landing primo contracts left and right. Bridge repairs, supplies for the troops. Hope he chokes on all that gold. You heard about Griffith Bridge? They said it wasn't just a bridge that got swept away. The Shepherd calmed the water spirit's curse too. Do you think it's true that he split the raging current right down the middle? We're back to tepid business again. That's one thing for sure. All the excitement that came with the Sacred Blade Festival has finally totally cooled off. Everyone put on a good show of being festive, but it doesn't change the fact that, really, everyone's having a tough time with it. Of course, there's no denying it's great that the Sacred Blade has been pulled out and the Shepherd appeared in our midst. But does that mean we won't get to hold the festival ever again? Butter, my daughter is fallen sick. Will you be so good as to pray for her? I understand your pain, my child. Surely it will be lightened, provided you prepare the appropriate contributions toward the glory of the Church. The Seraphim appreciate your kind words, but to truly show your gratitude, actions, not words, are what is necessary. Are you fleecing her? That princess has been wandering around sniffing for clues, but if she's trying to do real police work, she sure has an amateurish way to go about it. Apparently he's got an exclusive agreement to handle all the army's orders. I don't know whose palms he's greasing, but I wish I could drum up to that kind of business. That Marlind merchant seems to be strangely prosperous. There's something fishy about him. Hey, you want to know about the spy who's giving info to Rolance? But if you can do me a solid, you just might gain my trust. How about it? Sure, what's the request? Are you up for it? Then bring me peacock feathers. They live in the Patinal Forest. They're just feathers, but now that the army has closed down Cleaving, it'll be difficult to get. So you slipped through the securities of both armies. You're really something. Alright, I'll trust you. The information you wanted was about a spy in the Rolance Empire, right? Go to Vivia Subterranean Aqueduct in Ladylake. You'll find something right up your alley there. Really want to know the truth, you better hurry. So that boss was necessary for a side quest. Where wheel keeps on turning, it's just like as it's always done. Going round and round, never stopping. If its life isn't so different from ours, really. Oh, Shepard, I heard about how you saved Marlind. Hearing a plague of that's on the spot, it's absolutely amazing. You're absolutely amazing. It looks like the tussle of Rolance was over before it started, hey? I'm mighty glad it didn't turn into a full-scale war, I tell you. I'll tell you what, though, there's a bunch of people who have started buying crops in great quantities. I don't know if they're stocking up in case of famine or what.
Is this acceptable?
My aunt was fleeing the plague when she got held up by military maneuvers. Thank the stars she's alright. What all times we're living in. What with the plague and the skirmish with Rolance, Marlind is having a real spate of bad luck. Rumor has it was a shepherd who put an end to them both. Sort of makes you want to believe in miracles, doesn't it? Hey, let's buy a whole load of meat. We can make a stew of potatoes. It'll be delicious. Come on, say yes. Price of vegetables has gone up again of late. Honestly, what a state of affairs. I saw Lady Maltron again. She's more stunning than ever. When I think about it, she looked gorgeous since I was a little girl. I wish I knew her secrets to staying beautiful.
Hey, you there. Take this to the inn.
Oh, you! This is all your damn fault!
Hurry up, kid.
All the grown-ups do is order us around, day in and day out. You call this saving us? Some shepherd you are. Screw you!
Looks like they've turned to honest labor now.
Where are they getting paid?
Yeah, but it did make us popular, that's for sure.
That's fine, as long as they're keeping out of trouble.
Sorey.
Are they getting paid for it? That's the question. No, you listen carefully. You're not about to go pickpocketing anybody, okay? I'll make sure you're looked after properly, so you've no need to worry. So, as hard as I try to keep my business going, these are the toughest conditions I've ever seen. It can cause a guy to lose focus, you know, but I tell you what, when the folks in Marlind thank me for supplying them with medicine, I remember that this is my calling. I get a feeling that the war here has gotten purer since the Sacred Blade Festival. Things were quite tense back then, one way or another. What was that all about again? Dear Princess Elysia must have had it pretty hard. Rebuilding a town that's been struck by an epidemic is no mean feat. Remember that fuss about the plague in Marlind? Well, I've got some news for you. They say a shepherd was behind that little miracle. Say, if he can really cure diseases, maybe he can start your bad back too. No, that glitched out a bit. That ladder is kind of blanky.
You're under arrest for leaking confidential info.
Looks like Elysia came to the same conclusion.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, this is just a misunderstanding. Please take your leave, Princess. This is...
Don't make excuses.
I found evidence of connections to Rolance in this very residence. Renovations for Grifflet Bridge, order forms of military arsenal, unauthorized transactions for...
That is simply a reward for his support.
Support?
Logos is an important person who connected Rolance and Highland through unofficial diplomacy.
What does that mean?
On the surface, diplomacy between Highland and Rolance has been cut. He must have been negotiating with him on his own for some time in secret.
So then he's not a spy, but a liaison.
Meaning even with the war going on, there's been work done.
Such is politics.
This is a major problem. If the channel gets blocked, both countries will fight until they're both obliterated.
But no one ever told me anything about it.
Of course they didn't. Not to someone like you. I hope you're prepared to pay for your indiscretion.
In any case, we must change our strategy. We will be expecting your sincere apology at a later date.
Understood.
They dropped an iris gem conveniently. What if I didn't lower that ladder? What would happen? Red iris gem et.
That was killer, Lila. You were in perfect harmony.
He was quite skilled despite his youth.
Yeah, compared to him, you've still got a long way to go. Lila, I wish I could go on a journey like that with you.
Sorey.
Excuse you, Sorey.
Huh?
Yes. This journey now is every bit as enjoyable as it was back then. Thanks to everyone here.
Title leveled up.
I wonder what happened to Elysia. Let's go to her house.
Sorey, wait.
How did it go?
Fortunately, we were able to prevent rumors from spreading. Though in the end, I did have to prostrate myself.
That must have been hard.
Don't worry, it's fine. I did go a bit too far after all. The Difta family has been surviving as a branch of the Imperial family. But my mother was born to normal citizens, and was later courted on a whim by my father. So everyone forgave me and assumed it was natural I didn't follow politics.
Milady!
And so... that's why I wanted to do the right thing. I wanted to gain acceptance from everyone in honor of my late father and mother. Was I wrong in the end?
I shall go fetch some more tea.
Let's leave her alone, just for a moment.
Right.
She bungled the negotiations by acting too hastily, huh? I see so many weaponsmiths going in and out of the palace of late. I wonder if a war is about to start.
Being a princess sure sounds rough.
Nations and politics are like an entwined spiderweb full of people's desires. If you are too full of ideals, you'll be entangled in the web instantly.
But still, I don't want to say that Alicia's completely wrong, especially since we know the reason why she's been working so hard.
In times like these, Alicia's straightforwardness is a truly valuable asset. However, a sword that is too hard can break easily.
True, and besides, Elysia does make sound arguments.
Isn't that a good thing?
It's like, you know how if someone pointed out your wrongdoings, it really hits you? You'd probably get discouraged or even snap.
They're only human after all.
Meaning that by pushing her sharp reasoning on others, it causes cognitive dissonance and turns people against her. So that's it.
Even though she's right, she's met with hostility. And she faces her challengers straight on, which in turn only brings forth even more hostility.
So that's why she worries so.
What a pain.
I'm sure it's tough on her.
However, I don't think Elysia's feelings are completely misguided. Though we may need to assess the situation to know for sure.
Elysia isn't the only one. I need to see for myself as well.
This seems like a kind of a darker version of Flynn's goals, joining the Knights to reform the country, but Elysia was not really able to get any insider knowledge or form meaningful connections with the bigwigs in politics, huh? But she had no idea that guy was actually trying to make more benevolent negotiations with Rolance. Alright, heard this is one of the worst dungeons in the game, in terms of puzzle mechanics. Hopefully I can still handle the combat side of things. Yeah, it's pretty much... I think I need to spam quick save for this one a lot. Even more so than I've done before.
This is it? It hasn't been eroded by the waterfall at all. If it wasn't recently made, then that means... It's using seraphic arts. This ruin must date from the Temperance of Avarost.
Correct. This is Lefay, the Shrine of the Trial of Water. It has been some time since we were visited by a shepherd.
I'm the shepherd Sorey.
I'm the Prime Lord, Lila. You must be a servant of the Water Lord, Amanak.
Indeed. I'm Alto, the Protector Seraph who serves Amanak.
I'll get right to the point. What must we do to obtain the spiritual power?
My sword! Where? Where is my sword? Back!
Holy crap!
Swords?
There's something above.
Can I have those swords?
I've heard of him. A powerful Hellion sustained by rage and able to fight eternally without rest.
Is the trial to quell Asura?
No. To receive the spiritual power, you must find out the reason why Asura became a Hellion to begin with.
We can't just purify him? We have to know the reason?
If you truly are the shepherd, you should know why that is important.
Right.
Psychotherapy, my favorite.
It isn't called a trial for nothing. I wish you luck.
The water trial. Guess it's my time to shine, huh?
You'll be fine. It doesn't technically hurt.
Technically?
Does that mean she's been through here before and knows exactly how bad this trial is? Is there even a save point in this room? No? Okay, let's go through here. Ugh, eyes.
What are those things? They look like eyes! That's because they are eyes. I didn't realize arts like this were still alive.
Only I could just shoot them with arrows or something. Okay, quick save. Those tiles indicate where the eyes are looking? Please last long enough. Okay, I can quick save once I'm in a safe room. The game knows I'm going to quick save my way through this. Fuck these.
Scylla is dangerous no matter how close you are to it.
So then what do we do?
Why don't you go figure it out?
They're all spellcasters. Are you shitting me?
Darken Eye. It's known for its art attacks.
It splits things out from places.
Not yet. Return to
22nd year of the common calendar, month of verdance. The Seraphim War appeared and urged me to become the shepherd. He says I have great potential. But I wonder, is a lowly swordsmith like myself truly worthy of becoming a shepherd?
Is this the diary of a shepherd? A swordsmith suddenly visited by a seraph.
It's just a journal I can't pick up. It's a new map. Enemy spawned. Quick save here. Aqua ring, that's useless. This from safe. Is with this coverage. Oh. Stuff. Red sage. Roll cake. Life bottle. Haha. Okay, new area. Well, actually an old... I've been here before, but on the other side there. What's this? Flame. Warp. Instead of a... Well, at least it doesn't cost money, but still, it's kind of weird. It's the other side.
counterattack.
But we can win if we attack its other weak point.
$6,000 gold. Fatigue ward.
I like your
What? Resist?
mom. They say it's the first 100 years that matter. Huh? It's a proverb. Could that relate to the number of legs they have? Its name says it all. 100p, isn't it wonderful? Can't you feel it?
Can't you tell us something helpful?
Crimson Flame! May burn your soul!
That was pretty good, Shorty.
Being big is for losers. Big losers.
25th year of the common calendar, month of the sage. It's been 3 years since the Seraph named me Shepherd. I've tried mightily to be worthy of the role, but Malevolence rises unabated. I must do more. I need to save as many as I can.
More of the Shepherd's diary?
Looks like it.
Feldspar Tiara. Can I observe this without... Okay, good, I can. Damage eyeball statue.
These traps aren't working. They're all busted.
Serves them right, the creepy eyeball things. We can rest for a bit.
It'd be a miracle if they had been working. These date all the way back to the Temperance of Everost.
Here we go again. In English, that means...
So... The era known as the Temperance of Everost was when Seraphic civilization reached its peak.
A great many buildings and artifacts from those times were crafted using the power of seraphic arts.
So the era of wiggy magic everywhere, basically. We're talking ages and ages ago?
Yeah, older than even Edna.
Sorey.
Yow!
It's thought that the Temperance preceded the era of the gods, but not a great deal is known for certain. Many vital records were lost during the age known as the Dark Period.
But these Shrines of Trials have preserved relics of things that could only have been made by Seraphim. They're precious evidence that the Temperance of Everost really and truly happened.
Even a bunch of weird-ass eyeballs can be a treasure if you've got the right mindset, huh?
Yeah, you can't fathom the true meaning of legends until you've seen their history with your own eyes, so to speak.
Ha! You look just like Maven when you say that.
Indeed, the face of a hopeless romantic.
A charitable way to say naive simpleton.
Made it. Raspberry mouse, moose, peach shell, and a millie. This'll fix it good. Nausea obtained. 28th year of the common calendar, month of the cycle. It's no good. Every day Malevolence encroaches further upon the world. I can neither stop neither war, disaster nor war. I am the shepherd, yet I am still I am weak. I need greater power. If I am to vanquish this Malevolence once and for all.
Why is the Shepherd's Diary in a place like this?
Can't be a coincidence.
Okay, next area. What is this place? The central area, does it have any eyes? Okay, see a warp point that I can activate? I'm in the top section. 31st year of the common calendar, month of the chalice. I have obtained my mithril, with which I can mean to forge a mighty blade. Then I will at last have the power I need. Power, power, power. It's all I can think of night and day.
Poor shepherd. He's veered into a dangerous headspace.
What did you expect?
We need to find this Hellion Asura. That's the easy part. Figuring out what turned Asura into a Hellion is going to be a little more tricky. Is this a safe spot? Okay, good it is. Yeah, head past the next two tiles. I don't know where the next one begins and ends. Okay, safe. There we go. It's a dud. But here. This is good. Save here. Okay, that tile's bad. Okay, safe. Safe. Feldspar staff. Safe. It's actually bad. Is this a safe spot? Yes. Whew.
Here you go.
We're in the central hall again.
Left and right, up and down, throwing us every which way. Whoever built this shrine's a real piece of work.
Such meticulous design. He or she must have labored very diligently.
Correction. You're a real piece of work.
Saffron 6. Haha. 42nd year of the common calendar month of blossoms. It is completely last. A sword that has been my dream for nigh on 20 years. 20 years of obsessing over this. With this blade, I'll cut down them down. The Hellions, the Malevolence, all the chaos.
Could the owner of this diary be... Asura?
This place has eyes as well. There's just an eye on the floor. What the? Look at all, there's eyes all over this room. Oh wait, I've been here before. Well, quick save. There's actually eyes looking where I'm supposed to run past. So, please last long enough for me to run. There we go. I see a save point. But any treasures I missed?
Do you think Maltran came here as well? Even if she did, it wouldn't do her any good.
How would she get past the obstacles?
A shepherd has what it takes to get anywhere in a place like this.
A shepherd, or his antithesis.
Hey, you think Asura is really a Hellion?
Yes. I can feel its malevolence and domain.
Why? Do you think it's a fake or something?
Well, I mean, isn't it kind of strange? Why would they let a dangerous Hellion like that roam around freely?
Why would a protector seraph just leave it be?
Yeah, they're supposed to be powerful, high-ranked Seraphim, right?
It probably has to do with the trial. Protector Seraphim are given special tasks.
Sounds like a pretty convenient excuse.
Yeah, I can't say that it isn't.
You don't have to put it that way.
You should know, too. Seraphim aren't exactly models of virtue.
They're not exactly heroes of justice either.
Well, that's...
Sold! You two sure sound so convincing when you team up.
As long as you got the gist.
Yep. If that's the trial, I'm up for it.
Is that Asura?
And that's a Rolance? Rolance Hellion? The heck? If it was a Hellion here, it should have been a Highland Hellion.
This isn't it either! Where is it? Where is my sword?
His sword?
Is it normal for Hellions to attack each other?
I am the shepherd! It is my job to defeat the Hellions!
So, Asura is a shepherd. A shepherd who became a Hellion.
Give it back! Give me my sword back!
Ugh.
You stole my sword, didn't you?
Asura is a Hellion of anger. The cause of this anger ought to be what made him a Hellion.
You mean because the sword
No.
was stolen? No. There's more to it.
Give me my sword back, so that I may purify everything!
Asura, you have to focus, Sorey. Bring him down with all your strength.
Ow. Ah! Oh! Cutscene.
That sword has the power to cleave Malevolence.
Enough! We know that you want to help people.
Power to cleave Hellions. Chaos. And those filthy humans.
So much for helping people.
Humans? Oh no.
I shall destroy anything that summons Malevolence.
What does he want to do? Cut down the whole world? That's the reason why Asura became a Hellion.
Correct.
That voice.
This is the spiritual power of water.
Okay, so, out of curiosity, what does... Do I even have anything that's good against armored types? Oh, Splitting Torrent is good against you. Aqua Limit! Beautiful ending. Mystic Art finish, no KO. That was so much easier than all those other Hellions I fought. The mutated Hellions.
Back. Alto.
He's trying to say something.
Give me my sword back. Alto.
Alto?
He's gone.
He was the shepherd long ago. Even if he was purified, his body has already deteriorated.
So his rage alone kept him going.
The problem is Alto. Do you think that he stole Asura's sword? Let's go back and get the story from him straight.
And there was someone behind us. We gonna check behind us? No. Of course not. They will disappear the moment we look the other way. It was all Altool's fault. If so, he's got some explaining to do. We have to somehow get all the way back down. Well, all we'll have to do is just get caught by the trap and I'll instantly get back down, right? Yeah, that was a good attempt.
If Asura really was the shepherd, then that makes Alto.
Yes, he was likely the Seraph who formed a pact with Asura.
Just like everyone else has with me.
Well, if that's the case, why didn't Altool get turned to a Hellion as well? I thought that if the Lords and Sublords were in danger of becoming Hellions if their shepherd gets corrupted or something. Okay, I can probably just let them teleport me. Okay, if I just walk in front, they'll teleport me, yep. Wow, it actually accounted for that.
We've defeated Asura.
Much appreciated.
Are you who we think you are?
It is as you suspect. I am the Seraph who guided Asura to the way of the shepherd and used him as a vessel.
You stole his sword?
I did.
It's so full of malevolence.
This is something special.
You can tell with one look.
This sword is made from a rare metal called mithril. It truly does have enough power to cleave the world.
Is that why you stole it and hid it?
Yes. I was probably the one he wanted to slay most of all. But I had no choice. He was pure to the core, and it was that shining purity that tore him apart with worry, and eventually cost him his very soul.
That's why he made that sword. To cut down anything that would be corrupted by malevolence.
But I have no qualms about giving this sword to you. If you can learn to use it, it might aid you even more than the spiritual powers.
I'll pass. I already got a sword anyways.
Well said.
So you passed the trial of the spirit as well.
If you don't need it, I'll take it off your hands.
How can you drop it like that?
We were meant for each other. My blade and I shall cleave the world.
It's really figurative. It's only mithril.
Maltran?
Sorey, look close.
I think my sword's actually higher tier.
No way! She's...
The Hellion!
How did we not know this?
I apologize for ignoring you back then, Seraphim.
So you really could see us.
What do you intend with the sword?
I shall cut down the world, just as Asura wished.
But why?
I should be asking you. Why don't you understand how Asura felt? Were we to erase this corrupted, chaotic world and all the humans in it, would that not rid us of malevolence once and for all? That is the clean, elegant logic of my master, the Lord of Calamity.
You're siding with him?
If Elysia knew about this...
How sad she'd be. Boo-hoo.
You've been using Elysia this whole time.
Ironically enough, to start a war, it is most effective to take a starry-eyed pacifist and get them all riled up over something. But now, everything is lined up for an all-out collision between Highland and Rolance. Our sad princess has outlived her usefulness!
This can't be.
Well, this is a fine...
Should scrap that sword. Make a counterfeit for the trial.
I suppose reality is a far crueler trial than anything we could come up with.
Mikleo, Sorey seems off lately.
I think he's worried about Elysia. I wish it were as simple as telling him to stop.
True. I'm not sure there's anything we can do.
So the last spiritual power is wind, right? Yeah, cute.
It's not cute. Your stupid wind stirs up my allergies.
Speaking of enemies, Asura. Yeah, he is weaker than the Nine-Headed Serpents and all the others here. 4,000 attack. That would have been a lot back then, but now it is just... Now that I have the hit point DLC, it's manageable. 6 arms are a lot to keep track of. You can try to watch for when it's readying an attack, but it can be confusing with so many. A swing of those hammers can leave you stunned for way too long. If only there were a skill that would lower stun time. Yeah, I got stunned at the start of battle.
I'm worried about Elysia too, Sorey. But she'll be fine.
I agree. In any case, we have the spiritual power.
And Maltran is connected to the Lord of Calamity. If we stay focused on our goal, I'm sure we'll find a solution.
Right. How could Maltran do this?
There are Hellions in the Rolance Imperial family. It isn't all that strange to imagine Hellions amongst the Knights of Highland as well.
A hero in war is a Hellion in life, goes the theory. I guess we have more evidence for that now. But who would agree with the thoughts of the Lord of Calamity?
It isn't really as strange as you make it sound. Asura himself was a shepherd, as you know.
And he thought the same way.
In order to save the people and to begin anew, he would destroy everything. It's a pitfall that can trap all humans who let malevolence get the best of them.
Yes.
How am I gonna break it to Elysia?
Does she really need to know?
It might be worse for her not to find out at this point.
But Maltran said she no longer had any use for Elysia.
I suppose we ought to believe her. It wouldn't make sense for her to reveal her true self to us otherwise.
Seems to me the biggest issue is she'd been Alicia's rock through all this chaos, right?
Good point. If Elysia finds that out, not only has she lost her one pillar of support, but that pillar's been using her the entire time. She could fall apart.
That might be exactly what Maltran wants.
She's probably thinking she can get the war rolling for good by crushing Elysia's spirit.
What should I do?
That will explain how she survived all that supposedly getting killed by lizard hellions back then. She might have transformed into one out of sheer rage. And now she wants to destroy the world, and now you can use nimble feet.
Guess that's that for the water trial. Barely.
But weren't we just cleaning up the mess that Altul made?
You don't have to say it like that.
Meebo, just tell us how you feel.
Well, I do feel a bit frustrated.
Right? I think this is all just supposed to show us the worst-case scenario of what a shepherd could potentially become.
I thought so too.
So then, what were you going to do if Asura really didn't become a Hellion? In that case, we probably would have been challenged by another Hellion.
Do you mean there are more shepherds who became Hellions?
In the long lines of history, many have.
I see. So that's why the trial is a test of one's spirit as well.
Yes.
If that's the case, then I'm convinced. You okay with that, Edna?
I'm fine, as long as it's a fair trial.
No fair. You're definitely spirited, Edna.
I feel like that trial had to have been staged. How did Altul not get corrupted alongside him? I want to go and visit Elysia. Then let's head over to Elysia's place. It's your decision in the end. That goes for the Moltron problem as well. Next shrine.
Highland is moving closer to war day by day. No one will listen to me, no matter what I do.
Because you've been digging a hole, girl. You're stubborn as a mule, but even so.
I won't give up. The strength of a knight exists to protect, and their kindness serves the people.
You never change.
Sorey, how are the ruins in Lake Haven Heights?
Well, you know, I did obtain the spiritual powers.
Wonderful. Though it's a shame, you just missed meeting my master.
Elysia, I needed to tell you about...
Maltran taught me the way of the spear at a young age. When I train with my master, I feel so invigorated. I don't enjoy all the scratches I get, but it's only because I lack experience.
What kind of person is she?
Well, she's kind of like a mother to me, but she doesn't like me saying that, says she's too young. But she taught me martial arts and the way of the knighthood when my mother died. I was only 7. I owe her much.
Elysia...
Though I fear I rely on her a bit too much.
That's not true.
I'll try to convince the chancellors. I do everything I can.
Therapy cat. Still, it's kind of inconvenient that the Iris Gems never showed anything about Maltran when they were showing how Heldelf infiltrated both governments.
Are you sure you don't want to tell Elysia the truth about me?
Well, at least you have a sparkling personality.
You really are a pillar of support for her, you know?
That's it? You decided not to tell her just because of that? You're weak, as both a knight and a shepherd.
She's of no use to you now, right? Why don't you just leave her alone?
I'm interested, that's all. Of what will become of the foolish princess, who would needlessly turn herself into a martyr for her country.
I know Elysia will see it through.
Do you really think so? You really don't, do you? After all, you don't even think she has the strength to withstand the truth about me.
Shut up! As long as we take care of it before she knows, everything will be just fine.
No need to rush. The tables will turn soon enough. All is according to his plan.
we not able to tell Elysia the truth about Maltran? Because we can't actually believe in Elysia, even when we really want to? She's just trying to provoke you. Let's keep it a secret.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I agree. It appears harming Elysia is not part of her grand plan anyways.
Then I have no objections.
Rose, you agree too, right? You sure told her off.
Sorey looked like he was done with her, so I just took it from there after she started talking smack.
To be honest, I'm scared to tell Elysia the truth about her master.
Elysia really trusts Maltran, more than any one of us can imagine.
Do whatever you want. But if you do face off with her, don't hold back. Otherwise, you'll die.
Yeah, I know.
Don't get so serious. It'll be fine. Come on, stay psyched up.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Tales of Zestiria. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.